sure someone will come along and crack your eggs for you.
Well, we'll see. It's still waiting. TikTok. They're getting more rotten in my body by the day.
Well, okay.
I can start to smell them. I feel, maybe that's not true, but I feel like I can smell my eggs rotting in my body as I age.
And we're back. Kehu Radio 87.9. You're in the studio with Glenn Sheen, and in the studio with me is a dear friend of mine from high school. So happy to have you. Please welcome to the studio, Jean-Ann Dene.
Good to see you
It's good to see you, too. I mean, here we are.
Yes, high school buddies.
Yeah, and here we are. We're of our own ilk. Me.
And look what you have done, Glenn.
I just sit here and talk. It's very simple.
And I've also been very successful, and you have some Oscars I see back there as well. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, close enough. Yeah, we'll call him. Maybe not Oscar. Maybe Oscar's little brother. What's his name? Stu? Got a couple stews.
A couple stews over there.
Stews,
so,
yeah. Right. So you have Jean-Ann Cooks. Of course, your Instagram and blog as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's where you first gained popularity during the pandemic, I believe.
Yes. I was thinking a lot of people need help. At this time, we're feeling isolated. We're alone. We're living by ourselves in our small, studio apartments. We don't have a partner. We don't have any romantic interests. Nobody's calling us. Whatever. And people need to know how to cook, right? They need recipes for one. But nobody makes recipes for one, Glenn. They only make recipes for a family of 4 or a couple. But how do you cook for just one person was a question I kept asking myself, because I would make a dish that I saw in a cookbook or on the internet, and I would have so many leftovers. And who's going to eat that? My cats? Well, yes, the answer was my cats a lot of the time. Anyway, so I thought, I don't need all this extra food.
Right. And
I'm going to make recipes for one, just for me. And so that's how Jean-Ann Cooks got started. I made some really innovative recipes that a lot of people had never heard of before and have never heard of since. So that was where I got my claim to fame. And
would you mind sharing a few of those recipes?
Well,
or a couple of your favorites?
I would love to, Glenn.
Excellent.
So tell me, if you would, 3 ingredients from your kitchen you have right now that you know off the top of your head, and I'll make you a dish.
Okay. I've got about a handful of raspberries left.
Mm-hmm.
Some cold Papa John's pizza, and I would say eggs.
Eggs. Perfect. That's all you need, Glenn.
Really?
Plus, okay, this is what I'm going to have you do. I need you to take a pot on the stove and get it to boil with water in it, boiling water. I need you to take that pizza and put it into the boiling water. You're going to let that simmer now.
I'm going to write this down if you don't mind.
Yes, write it down.
Okay. And you want to let that simmer?
4 to 5 hours on high.
Okay.
Take the entire carton of eggs and put them in uncracked into that pot. Okay.
Okay. Kind of like hard boiling?
Uncracked, like my love life, essentially. I haven't cracked that problem yet, Glenn.
Oh, wow. They say if you want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs.
Yes.
If you want a relationship omelet, you're going to have to.
I haven't cracked that mystery yet.
Well, I'm sure someone will come along and crack your eggs for you.
Well, we'll see. It's still waiting. TikTok. They're getting more rotten in my body by the day.
Well, okay.
I can start to smell them. I feel, maybe that's not true, but I feel like I can smell my eggs rotting in my body as I age.
Wow. Okay, so let's go back to the recipe. So the eggs now are cooking at a high simmer.
And you said raspberries are the other ingredient.
Yes, handful of raspberries.
Handful. What you're going to do is take one of those buckets that those women used to stamp grapes on, and you're going to stamp on those raspberries with your feet, bare feet. But here's the thing. I want you to soak your feet in salt for at least 3 to 4 hours beforehand.
So soak my feet in salt.
Soak your feet in salt.
For 4 hours.
For 4 hours beforehand.
Okay.
And then take that paste that you have stamped with your feet, dump it into the pot, and then enjoy.
Wild. Okay, so these recipes that you create are for one.
Yes.
Now, let's say someone like myself. I was married, of course.
How's that going, by the way?
Well, I said was, so.
Yes, I just, you're still wearing the ring. I just had noticed.
Well,
so I didn't know if you got back together or.
If you spend money on jewelry, you're allowed to wear that jewelry.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I got to tell you, Jean-Ann, there's something so nice about not letting anyone else down. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because I believe in me.
I look in the mirror every morning when I get up and I say the same 3 words to myself every day. I just basically look at myself. I give myself a hug as I'm hugging myself. I want you to imagine I am nude in this.
Okay. Done.
And I just look at myself and I say, Jean Ann, fuck you, you know? Oh, sorry. Can I not say
You
that?
definitely can't say that.
Oh.
That's okay. The FCC is...
Well, it's just to kick my rear into gear, if
Okay.
you will, to start the day.
So the F you to yourself
Yes.
is kind of a way to just, get going, kind of punk
Yes.
rock style.
Yeah, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. I know you cried yourself to sleep last night. Well, it's a new day, Jean Ann. Get out there and grab it.
Now, what happens to these recipes if, let's say, love strikes? Let's say Cupid's arrow hits you and another person, and suddenly you're cooking for two. Would that change your whole brand? Would that...
Well, we have yet to have that fun problem.
That's crazy to me.
Well, I actually was like, recently, Jean Ann, do something about this,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
And I decided to do a little eat, pray, love trip.
Okay, I love an EPL.
Well, it turned out into more of just an eat trip.
Oh,
But I did travel the globe, and I ate in the world's best restaurants.
no
Glenn.
kidding.
Yes, all of them. To get an experience of life. Didn't find love.
Sure.
Still cooking for one.
Yeah. So was it nice to be able to be in a situation where food was made for you?
Oh, well, it turned me on to so many different cuisines and recipes I had never considered before.
Would you mind sharing a few with the public?
For example, a hamburger.
What?
Yes, in Germany, the
In
birthplace
Germany?
of hamburgers.
Interesting. Isn't there a town in Germany called Hamburger?
Yes, that's where I ate it at.
You're kidding me.
Hamburger, Germany. I went to the hamburger restaurant
Wow.
and I tried it for the first time.
So what was the experience like?
They put you in a traditional German outfit. So you're wearing lederhosen, you're wearing a tiny little German top. When they're done, you bend over and they spank you with a wooden paddle.
Okay. It's sounding a bit more, to be fair, Jean Ann, it sounds a little bit more like you had a bigger experience than just eating a hamburger.
They spanked me raw, Glenn.
Oh, well, at least the burger was cooked. I'm assuming, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you stopped in Germany.
Yes.
First stop. What were
First
you next?
Stop. Next stop, Japan.
Japan. Wow.
Yes.
Were you doing a World War II tour?
You might, that wasn't my intention, Glenn, but that's kind of how it ended up.
Sure.
So, in Japan, I went to a lovely restaurant called Nest.
Nest.
Yes.
Lovely.
And it basically gives you the experience of being, how do I put it, baby birded in real life. So you go in, tilt your head back, the server chews your food and spits it up into your mouth and you swallow.
Wow. So they spit it into your mouth
That's right.
and you just swallow.
Yeah.
No
And-
chewing?
Well, you're trying to approximate the experience of a baby bird as much as you can. So try not to chew it because they just let it go slide down their gullet.
Sure. I'd have a hard time with that.
Well, a lot of people would.
Wow. Nest in Kyoto. That's a fantastic pitch for them, and it's free advertisement. So if anyone here is listening in Kyoto or in Japan, get yourself down the Nest. Speaking of places that we should go ahead and promote, we're going to cut to commercial for a second here, and we'll come back in just a little bit. We're in the studio with Jean Ann Dene. Wow.
Wow.
You're doing great.
Oh my gosh.
How are you feeling?
Thank you so much for having me on, Glenn.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's so great to see you.
I know.
Yeah, absolute treat.
Gosh, when was the last time?
I want to say 2018, right?
Yes, something like that.
Because we were called back to the high school for the football game, for the homecoming
Yeah, the
game.
homecoming game. And
That's
you
right.
were the announcer at the homecoming game.
Yes, I was. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I was still with my wife back then.
Yeah, I saw her. Geez, I mean, she was pretty, but she was nothing. I'm sorry.
You seen her recently?
No, I mean at the game.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I was, she's not.
Yeah. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah.
And I feel like no one has, and it's got me worried.
Oh, well, cooking for one now, so.
Yeah. Still feel like I'm eating for two. Okay, we're coming back.
Oh.
Okay. And we are back. K-Who Radio 87.9 in the studio with a K Who Are You questionnaire. We've got Jean Ann Dene, a dear friend of mine from high school, and not only that, a world traveler She was just bringing us through her journey for her own Eat, Pray, Love around the world.
Eat, eat, eat.
Eat, eat, eat. Exactly. No
Yes.
praying, no love.
Not this time.
Okay. Well, maybe there's room in the future.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. So you went to Germany and you had your very first hamburger.
Yes.
You were in Kyoto, Japan.
Yes.
Where you were fed like a baby bird.
Yes.
And then where did you off to next?
Los Alamos, New Mexico.
You went to New Mexico.
Yes, the home of the atomic bomb.
And what'd you eat there?
Well, they have a restaurant called The Bomb.
Okay.
Everything is radioactive, from the food you eat to the environment itself to the music they play.
Sorry, the music is radioactive.
Yes.
How do they pull that off?
It's science, Glenn.
That's the answer to all the questions I've ever asked. How did that happen? Science.
Yes, science.
Or some people say God.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe in God. Not anymore.
Well, let's move away from that. We do have
Because
a lot of
I'm
listeners.
still single. And if I'm still single, he's obviously not real and he doesn't care.
Well, if you think about it, God's single, right? So maybe you're more like God than you think.
At least he got to have sex with a virgin.
Okay. Well, so can I ask you, like, how, the service staff that works there?
They get cancer.
I'm really sorry I asked.
Yes. Yeah, my server, Bruce, R.I.P.
That's all you wanted to say?
He's dead now.
Well, I got that from the R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just wanted to say his name and...
Yes, never forget.
Okay. Well, this one goes out to Bruce.
I tipped 15%.
Well, I mean, if you know the server is going to perish soon,
right, you don't want to do 20.
You don't need to do 20%.
Right.
You
They're
don't
not
have
going to
do.
be
They're not going to do it. Yeah, who's gonna spend that money?
No.
Wow. Jean-Ann, I am, as always, blown away, not to make a pun like you just taught me.
Yes.
But you're fascinating. I've known you since high school, and ever since then, I knew you were destined for something great. We're wrapping up here today.
Yeah.
It's been such a treat to have you in the studio.
Thank you, Glenn.
Honestly, Jean-Ann,
You've been a treat.
You're a treat. You're
a treat.
I bet you're delicious.
I bet you taste like an old, loving steak.
Okay, well, that feels nice to hear. Thank you. I think I'm a medium well. I'm just a little pink in the center, and the rest of me the outside's a little burnt. A little charred.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean there's not good meat in the middle. Hey, so Jean-Ann, before you go, I just have a couple of quick questionnaires. The KHU questionnaire, just to wrap up for the rest of the day. I just had to ask you this question real quick.
Yeah.
A couple rapid fire. Say the first thing that comes to mind
all right.
for you.
Let's do it.
Excellent. Have you ever skydived?
Yes.
Would you recommend it?
Absolutely. I skydived off of a restaurant into another restaurant.
You're kidding me. What was the name of that restaurant?
Skydiving restaurant.
So
in the plane.
Sure, the plane was a restaurant.
Yes, and then you skydive from that restaurant into a separate restaurant on the ground.
Was that dessert then for the follow-up?
No, that you had to whitewater raft for.
Wow, you have lived a life. Chocolate.
Yes or no? Absolutely not. I never touch it. I never see it. I never smell it. I never taste it. And I won't. I won't ever again.
Wow. What if you go to a restaurant and they part of the food experience is eating chocolate?
I leave and I don't pay.
Oof. Wow.
I won't be served that. I won't be served that.
Didn't think that was such a hard-hitting question, but all right, here we go. What's your favorite celebrity whose name begins with T?
I would have to say the person who wrote Angela's Ashes, that book about Ireland, I want to say was probably somebody whose name started with a T.
Probably, yeah. Why look it up, right? And then one final thing, Jean-Ann, if you could say anything at all to future generations out there, anything you'd like to pass on.
Oh, well, first of all, my DNA, because I don't want to die alone.
Right. I meant more like a saying or a quote or something like.
Yes.
But let's say you did get your DNA out there in the world as a human came to being.
Yeah, it could happen. Yet like I said, my eggs are rotting in my body as we speak.
Yeah, let's stop repeating that. Because the more you repeat something, the more it gives it power. Maybe your eggs aren't rotting. Maybe they're just waiting to be cooked in a hot pot of water with some pizza and some raspberry juice.
That's optimistic, Glenn. Thank you.
Oh, you got to stay optimistic. Otherwise, it gets dark.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming in today. And thank you so much for listening to KHU Radio today, everybody. Up next, we're going to have a solid rock block of Led Zeppelin brought to you and inspired by the story that Jean-Ann just told about the Bomb restaurant. So if you want to get the lead out, you're going to have to come back in a little bit. Don't change the dial, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.